back in the 50s, it only took one man to take care of the whole entire household.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you got to get like 4 jobs just to take care of your household. So that's showing you right there that the power of the currency that the Americans are using, which is the dollar, is devaluated. Because once you ever deduct the currency, everything goes up in price, and the standard of life becomes more expensive. And it's happening down here in Great Britain as well.
Yep.
Okay.
And that guy I was talking to about that, Jake, showed a picture of him when he was young. He had all these great aspirations of wanting to be this, wanting to be that, and because of the circumstances of how it is, the living and the budget and everything like that of America, he wound up working in Mickey D's, man, for 11 years. 11 years.
McDonald's for 11 years.
McDonald's for 11 years, man. And these guys and him, along with other individuals, they go on like protests because they want them to raise the money to like £15 an hour. Because once you get £15 an hour, then he can lose the second job he has and have enough. He can have enough time to go on vacation, go on holiday. Because this guy here ain't been on holiday, vacation for years. All right, because of the job, 16 hours a day, and he has to commute. The amount of buses he has to take to commute from one job to the next. He ain't got time for vacation.
Well, he won't have no time for no vacation, because what's £15 an hour? What's that gonna do? That can't do nothing, man. You barely can't even
No, because
put some gas in your what is it? Your car tank, man.
He's saying they want to get if they get £15 an hour, then he can live well, but they're not even getting that. So that's why he has to get a second job.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like that, and then there was another couple. Because like I said, this thing is actually hitting Edomites a lot
more so, yeah.
Because the majority of them, they're on food stamps.
Yeah.
And this one couple, because they didn't get their tax return, because they live paycheck to paycheck. Okay, they live paycheck to paycheck, and if they miss one paycheck, that's gonna how they gonna pay their mortgage?
Right.
How they gonna pay? So they're getting threatened for their house on foreclosure. All right, millions of people are being threatened with foreclosure, man. Right. Their house being foreclosed.
That's why you have a lot of those Edomites. I don't cut the brother, because we're excited, man, to see the downfall of our enemy. But that's why you have amongst these devils. They're under opioids. They're under all kinds of various drugs, because reality is hitting them too hard, man.
Prozac,
Prozac, yeah. They're seeing that this society's not working for them anymore, and they're seeing what we're seeing. So everything they're putting together is it's like, wow. They can't deal with it, man. It's upsetting.
This is 2nd Esdras 15. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men.
Right, the word sedition means a rising up. Go on.
And invading one another.
Right, you're going to have riots, man. And see what you're going to have out in this society. You're going to have people that are going to turn up against the government. And they're going to turn on each other. And it's going to be it's going to be like Will Smith said, the Wild Wild West. Okay, that's what it's going to be. So this is exactly where the elites want to take it. They want to take it to the point where they just want people to pretty much lose it.
Yeah.
And then therefore they can reinvent their new world order, as they claim.
Problem reaction
solution. The Hegelian dialect.
Yeah, and like when they had people on edge to begin with minimum wage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then with the government shutdown, Trump don't care about the people. Like he's trying to make out like he does by creating this wall.
Yeah.
Trying to say, we're protecting the people from terrorists and MS-13 and illegal immigrants and drug and human slave trafficking.
Right.
We're trying to protect the people.
Right.
But don't you know you got drones, man? You got drones. You could fly over the wall.
Right.
Terrorist attack, trying to protect people. Terrorists can fly over the wall.
Well, I mean, if they got the money, if they got that kind of money to do so, then they can do that.
What do you think 7-Eleven was about, man? They fly over the wall.
Right.
But even though that was set up.
Right.
But if that was a terrorist, the wall ain't gonna change anything. They just don't care about the people. man. Right. They're spending all that money on external issues like the war, and using that money for martial law. Man, that's been the longest there's ever been. I think it's in American history, if I'm not right.
Yeah.
So, and they're saying that they was hoping that would have been resolved for a long time. This like the third or fourth week. It's been this shutdown's been continuing, and they said they're hoping for it to be resolved. But they said if it goes to February, like I said, $140 billion hasn't been put back into the economy. So that's going to plunge the U.S. economy into a recession.
And that's going to upset the currency too. Currency's going to be up. And like I say, man, you're going to have more goods. Standard of living is going to go up. And that's going to cause more help. You see what's happening in Venezuela? That's going to happen in America. What's happening in Venezuela is going to happen down here in Great Britain, and it's going to happen in America too. Right? And only these tough guys out here that's walking around like they're the shit. It's going to be found out that they're just going to be a bunch of bitches on that day, man.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
I was watching this one video. This one Jake woman. I didn't see her face because it didn't show her face, but she's into some type of Christianity shit. But what she said was kind of true. Correct me if I'm wrong or she's wrong. But she said that if they want, they can just print off more money. Because the money's fake anyway.
But you know though, but if they do print more money, they're going to devalue the money again. So that would be a fucked up thing to do, and that's why they won't print no more money. Right. What is it, brother? Say that again.
Quantitative easing. Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know. But the scripture says, therefore there will be a sedition among men, and invading one another.
Right.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So who said that, brother, about the whole money? Why they couldn't print money? Who said that?
Some Jake woman.
Yeah, because she don't know shit about money.
Yeah,
that's why I say
that as well, man.
Huh?
When I was young, I used to say that before I understood how money works.
Right.
I used to say, why don't you just print a lot of money and give everybody?
Yeah, but they can't do that, brother. They can't do that because if they do that, that's going to be
you're ignorant, right? Like, because you don't know shit. Yeah. Money just gets printed. Just print money and give everybody, man.
Exactly. Yeah, they can't do that because if they do that, then they're going to devalue the money. So they can't be printing too much money like that.
Yeah.
So it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Right, a man shall be able to go into a city and shall not be able, because you're going to have certain towns that are going to be blocked. Every town is going to be blocked. So if you're in a town or a city, you're going to be pretty much set. You're going to be in that particular city. You're not going to be able to go nowhere. You're going to have all of these different military tanks and all kind of government forces. They're going to block the streets.
Because they were talking about Donald J. Trump was talking about a national
emergency,
a state of emergency. They were talking about that now, and he was saying that he's saying he could do it. He was actually implying that he might just do it.
Right.
They were interviewing him saying, yeah, I might just do it depending on how the next few days go.
Right.
So I'm thinking, man, let's fucking do
But you know though, the reason why, you see how Trump says national emergency. That's just a nicer way of saying martial law.
Basically.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Basically.
You go.
It's Isaiah 19:14, and it says, Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. As a drunken man staggereth in his vomit, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Your spirit is too up right now, man.
You know? Because people are basically working for free right now, man. You know? Because they got that whole government shutdown. Okay? So the scriptures said there's going to be a time ain't going to be no work out here. Because think about it. If people not using their money to buy food and whatnot, then these businesses can't sell their shit. If they can't sell their shit, what's the point of working? What's the point of you being the sales assistant if you aren't able to sell anything, no one's buying them? So there's going to be no work. A lot of people going to go out of jobs, man. There's going to be losing a lot of jobs. All right?
And it's not going to be and when that happens, it's not going to be no exploitation. Showing up. Look at my car. Look at what I got. Look what kind of shoes I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Look at the shades that I'm wearing. Like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, all of this is going to be out the window. All of this confusion now is going to be out the window. And these women that are acting as though they all of that, and they got this self-entitled mentality, they're going to be without, and they're going to be looking for a man to help them on that day. And they're going to be walking around stinking. Okay? And that's the bottom line, man. And you niggas, man, you fucking niggas, man. A lot of y'all, you going to be destroyed too, man. Right? You scoffers and you scorners as well. A lot of you going to be fucking destroyed, man. Alright? You motherfuckers gonna be destroyed, man.
Right.
Alright?
No.
Oh yeah. Because there's I did a video about tribulation, Acts 14 and 22. Through much tribulation, we'll enter the kingdom of heaven. And I saw a trailer for a game called Homefront. And in the beginning of the trailer, it says the US dollar's gonna collapse. It says North and South Korea are gonna unite. There's going to be World War III, Saudi Arabia and Iran's going to be fighting each other. And this devil has something called predictive programming, where he tells you things in advance.
Yeah. They do it all the time.
They do it all the time. Like 9/11 was in trading places, Terminator 2, Long Kiss Goodnight.
Bird Box.
You know? Yeah, there you go. But in that trailer, it says that when the American dollar collapsed, many people in America were going to try and go into Mexico. And Mexico's going to close their borders. So, so now it's
turn around.
The tables are going to turn because that's going to be the worst place to be, America, man.
Yeah, because they're trying to say that they don't want illegal immigrants to come to America. That's what Donald J. Trump is saying.
Yeah.
They want to control their immigration and everything, so they want to defend the borders, so defend the citizens of America. And when you listen to the whole meetings and the whole the journalists questioning J. Trump, so bullshit. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
bullshit.
It's fucking. You can see there's a fucking act, man. It's fucking bullshit. And talking about this war. I mean, of all things, like a war. Like what?
But you know though, but like you said, brother, I don't cut you, brother. But like you said, Trump is using this war as an excuse as to why they have to do what they're going to do. Because like I'm going to say as well, Donald Trump and all of these different prime ministers, man, that are set up by the people, so-called, don't give 2 damns or fucks about the people, man.
Yeah, they don't, man.
These prime ministers and these presidents, they work for the banking elite. That's their boss. The people are not their boss, man. Alright? Now, society will have you think and believe that they're supposed to serve the people, these prime ministers, these goddamn presidents, but they serve the goddamn banks, man. And you people gotta realize that. You jackasses out here in Great Britain, y'all gotta realize that the prime minister and all of these different powers that be, okay, they don't give 2 damns about you, man.
That's why it says.
They don't give a good goddamn fuck about you, man.
That's why it says 2 Ezra 15 and 16. But there shall be sedition. There shall be sedition among men.
And sometimes you gotta come in that spirit, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Right.
Because they woken up. They've been quickened.
Right.
All right. Because I forget who said it, but one of the ruling elite, they said you can bullshit the people sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah.